All right, we're ditching the old hose and we're installing a new hose reel. All right, so this is the Giraffe Tools hose reel, 130 foot, half-inch hose. You know, we went through quite a few reviews and looked online, and this one had good reviews. Reviews overall of the company were good. So for the price and the quality, this is the one we went with. So in this video, I'm gonna go over just what's in the box, the installation procedures. There were a few hiccups that I'll show you as we get later on in the video. So this is not a sponsored video. We bought this all on our own. We do have an Amazon affiliate link for these. That's where we got this, that you can support us in this channel on. So check that out below in the description and let's get to it. All right. So looks like we have the instruction panel here, and then nice, the mounting hardware is right on top. Comes with the anchors and then the lag bolts. It comes with a nozzle. Looks like it has all the standard different spray patterns on there. I'm assuming like this is the on off. It is plastic. There's no trigger, which is kind of weird. So it looks like you just, we'll test it out, but you kind of go on off. All right. So then, let's see here. So it's pretty big. Okay. I don't believe, no, there's nothing else in there. So the mounting bracket. All right. So here's your connection hose. This is going to go from your spigot to the hose reel. We'll put that to the side for now. It's like the hose is already preloaded on there, which is nice. I don't know if other models have you load it. So yeah, like here it is, the Giraffe Tools hose reel. This is the Giraffe 130 foot half-inch hose. Some of the other varieties, I believe there was a 100 foot 5/8, which is obviously a bigger hose. You're gonna get more water volume. They only make the 5/8 in the 100 foot. So we wanted more length, smaller hose. The other half-inch hose options were 115, 100, and I think they have something that's even smaller. We decided to spend the extra money just to get the longer one. We could cover our backyard and our front yard with this hose. And then the other thing we decided to upgrade was the mounting bracket. They have two options with Giraffe. It is the polypropylene, which is just plastic. It's a plastic mounting bracket. We spent a little extra money to get the metal bracket just for long-term durability. Really don't want to replace this in a couple years. I haven't seen or heard any bad reviews about the polypropylene plastic one. We just decided to be safe than sorry, spend the little bit of extra money and get the metal bracket. They have a couple different color options. Light gray and dark gray, I believe, are the options. We went with the dark gray. No particular reason. Let's figure out how we mount this thing. All right, so we got the bracket off. One thing, there is a set screw that you just saw me loosen that the instructions don't talk about. So that's, I guess, one negative, if you will. But once we figured that out, it was pretty easy to get off. You just had to get a screwdriver, back this out, and then it came off. So now let's mount the bracket. And we're gonna mount it on our siding here. So I'm going to use the lag bolts and the anchors because I don't really know what's behind here. So better safe than sorry with the anchors. So 7/16 or 3/8. First recommend a 7/16 drill. Okay. All right, so the installation instructions say it should be at least 31 inches above the ground. So then the next thing I'm going to do is it comes with the template on the back of the instructions. So I just ripped it off. I'm going to put it on here, double check my measurements. So yeah, we're about 41 inches to the middle, which I think is good. I'm just gonna get some painter's tape, tape it on there, tape it on here, and then it has all four. Let's make sure that's tight. All four of your holes. So the instructions also mention a 7/16 is preferred. I don't have a 7/16. It said 3/8 is your other option. So I'm just gonna go through the siding. Pull some insulation out with me. Okay. There's that. Just pull the template off. That'll all get pushed back in. So we're done with that. All right. So now you've got your 4 lag bolts and 4 anchors. In my pocket. And if I was a smart man, I would have grabbed a hammer, but I didn't. So now I have the hammer. I'll just tap them in. Just gonna get them started, and then I will go get a socket. Nice too. I don't know if you can see. It says up. Dummy proof. Lucas proof. Nothing worse is installing something backwards the first go. And I'll say this bracket is like the metal bracket. Obviously, I've never seen the polypropylene, the plastic bracket, but this thing it's a sturdy quality bracket. I mean, it's not going to warp in the sun. You know, Sacramento, we get 110 degree heat, you know, and our garden faces east, so it won't get that afternoon blazing sun, but I think just upgrading to the metal bracket's probably worth the cost. I didn't see in the instructions, nor did I probably look, what size socket it requires. I have a 1/2 inch here. You could use an impact driver with a socket attachment. You could use a wrench. You know, I'm just gonna go with the socket here. These anchors are too big for the bolts. Oh yeah. All right, we got it mounted. We got it mounted. I will say one flaw and I don't think it was on my end, was the anchors that they came with it were too big for the bolts. So I put the anchors in to the size that they recommended, and when I put it in, it felt a little loose, and I was able to just pull the whole thing out of the wall. Tried playing with it, no dice. So what I did is I went and I got some like heavy duty anchors that will fit this. So that's definitely like a downside. It could have just been a manufacturing error, or whatnot, but something to keep in mind. I'd recommend putting it into a fence post or into a stud, but if you have to, just buy some aftermarket heavy duty anchors. I mean, this thing isn't going anywhere now. Now we're gonna take this and you just slide it on over. And it'll drop in. Of course, I put the screwdriver inside. All right, so now that's on. There is a set screw on the bottom here. Screw down. You don't want to go too tight, but that keeps it from coming out now. So we'll start here. They have washers, so I'm not going to put any thread tape on and see how it goes. Make sure those washers are seated too anytime you're doing hoses. Okay. So there we are. All right, let's turn it on. No leaks. It's definitely a small hose, you know, the 1/2 inch, but ooh. It's pretty aggressive on the retract, which is nice. Not a ton of pressure. I think probably just with the 1/2 inch hose. It's nice that you can kind of like control the, like if you just want like a little less, you know? Let's see. Oh. Down angle. Okay. Yeah. That's good pressure on the center. Missed. I don't know what you'd ever use a soaker on. Oh, wow. Yeah. Seems, I mean, you could always upgrade this to, you know, with, or just use whatever you want, but it's nice that it comes with one that's functional. So to retract it, you just pull it a little bit, and then it, I mean, it doesn't take a lot, and it's definitely got a lot of spring. I mean, I definitely wouldn't let it go. overall happy with it, minus the anchors. And it looks fine. It looks nice. Hey, throw a comment in if you're thinking about getting it, if you have questions about how the install went with us, or if you've installed it yourself and you've been using it for years. Like, let us know what you think of it. If you haven't already, give us that thumbs up, give us that like, hit that subscribe button to check out more content from us as we continue to build out this front yard garden, and I'll check you out on the next video. Thank you.